Hi guys, welcome to Talk with L. I'm L with an E and an L, not just an L, but with an E and an L. Today we're going to dig into the anonymous messages that you guys sent in. I haven't opened them, so we're going to open them together and also going to be short. So let us start. There are so many messages. The first one says, all right, so let us start. The first one. One thing that turns you off, shorthand. Ish. Hi, shorthand. Ah, it says Wakanaka. So Wakanaka means you're beautiful in Shona. Well, Wakanaka is Shona in English. It means you're beautiful. I don't know how to act, guys. I don't know what to do. Do something where you read letters to your younger self or invite others to send theirs. Most definitely. But what would I tell my younger self though? Because I'm still young. So what would I tell my younger self? Please invite someone who overcame addiction or a dark phase. We need stories of hope. Okay, I will try. I will try. But usually most people who overcame addiction or whatever it is that people come, you know, overcome. Most people don't want it to be known out there. So, but we'll try. Most definitely we'll try. All right. The next one says, oh no, wait, I opened this one. Nah, this one I am skipping. All right, talk about how creatives can protect their mental health. Talk about how creatives can protect their mental health. Okay. Creatives. How can we protect our mental health? Please do a roundtable talk with both men and women on emotional availability. Probably. This needs someone older or elders. Please do a series on firstborn daughters and the silent pressure we carry. The silent pressure that firstborns carry. Firstborn daughter. Oh yeah, this one said firstborn daughters. All right. Okay. I don't know what happened. Excuse me. Host a live night. We send questions and you respond in return. Guys, at night, won't you guys be sleeping at night? Won't you guys be asleep? All right, but hey, you respond in return. Guys, what if you ask me questions that I don't know how to respond to? Oh, hi. Would love to hear a male guest open up about emotional vulnerability. Dear men, it is okay to be emotionally vulnerable. Okay? It is okay to be emotionally vulnerable. Please, guys. Like, I think this is the second one talking about emotional, I don't know, more relationship convos, please, especially around forgiveness and walking away. Hi, just walk away. But I hear you. We hear you. Can you do an open mic style episode where creatives send poetry or spoken word? Okay, this one is something I am up for because, there's that. Get your cars, Michael, on the. No, but all right, I can get Michael, or I can try to get Michael on the show. He is full of wisdom, no lie. But guys, do you guys want to be intoxicated by Michael? Do you? Just asking. Michael. All right. What about an episode on the lies we were told growing up? All right. So yeah, but that's something that would be a fun episode because growing up, so the chicken has gizzards, right? And Shona, we call them Shikanga no Hama. So my parents used to say, or whoever relative I visited, and they would serve with gizzards, they would say, if you eat gizzards, you would forget your relatives because we call them Shikanga no Hama. Shikanga no Hama means you forget your relatives, but that's a lie. That is most definitely a lie. Um, can you talk about church hurt, hate? People struggle with this silently. Please do a DL segment where we send dilemmas and you give advice. Guys, you guys want advice from me. I'm not, I don't. Hmm. I would love a real conversation about mental health. No filters. All right. Mental health. I think this is the third time something about mental health is coming up or something. Poetry analysis. Ah, all right. Now, this is something I can do because you know what, guys? Poetry analysis is very nice because you are breaking down the hydrogen bond in a word, the ionic bond in a phrase, the covalent bond in a paragraph or a stanza. I don't know, but you guys get what I'm saying. Yeah, this is me. I used to do chemistry. Don't ask me what happened. But yeah, there are bonds that need to be catalyzed. All right. Boom. Okay, I think this person wanted to say book reviews. It says boom reviews. So yeah, but book reviews would be nice because I have read She No Longer Weeps by Tsitsidanga Rimpo. I don't know how many times I've read that book, but that book is nice. But there are certain people I would not want to do book reviews with because you guys will make my audience toxic. The type of books that you guys read, no. You should do an episode on healing after disappointment, friendships, dreams, or even failure. Okay, talk about friendships that ended in why high. It was just time for them to end. But what my mom always tells me is that they are friends for a season, and then they are friends for they no, they're friends for a season, and then they're destiny friends. Something like I think I should pay attention to that woman more often. She's wise. Um, what's something you've always wanted to say to me but never did? Who are you? I don't mean to be rude, but who are you? No, because on a serious note, right? You can't just say what is something that you have always wanted me to say to me but never did. I don't know who you are. Okay, we're back. So, what was the last one that I did? All right. This one is not in English. Like it is not in English. I don't know why. This one is also not in English. Yo. What's the first step in being wise and having good company? Okay, so I wouldn't know how best to help you, but we can definitely have an episode on this. But what I can tell you now, for now, is if you believe in the Bible and if you read the book of Proverbs. Proverbs. Yeah, of course it will tell you that you're a fool and whatnot, but read the book of Proverbs. I am going as fast as I can because you guys have sent in the English, the bundles, because you guys sent in a lot of NGL, so I'm trying to be as fast as possible so that this episode doesn't bore you as well. All right. Talk with Elle should explore how to heal when your pain comes from the people who raised you. Don't mind the notifications. How do I honor my roots without letting traditions suffocate my freedom or dreams? All right. Talk with Al should unpack how cultural pressure affects self expression, especially for women expected to submit before they even understand who they are. Eh, Probably this needs an elderly woman or elderly man or something like that. But they will probably just tell you don't rush into things. But yeah, it wouldn't hurt to have an episode or something. How do I stop living for people's expectations and start living for myself? You just start living for yourself, my dear. I just start living for yourself. Please speak about love, but we'll definitely talk about that one. Please speak about love languages and how to recognize them in others. Talk about how trauma affects romantic communication. Mm-hmm. Okay. Yo, guys, what's happening in your love life? Hey, guys, Jolo. All right. Talk about emotional safety in relationships and how to create it. Can we talk about silent relationships where one partner emotionally shuts down? Talk about the reality of boundaries and why people feel personal. Okay, so the reason why the boundaries was boundaries is because the person wrote with caps lock, like the boundaries is in caps lock. Caps lock is uppercase letters. Ooh, yeah, uppercase caps lock. You know those big capital letters. Yeah, that. Um, Talk with us should have a session on how to heal from emotionally immature partners. That cut is deep. Birth control should be for both genders. I wouldn't know much about birth control, but there is a meme, or was it an Instagram reel between the two? That said, what did it say? Oh yeah, that if you're a guy and you decide to get a vasectomy, please let your partner know because they will continue to give birth to healthy, bouncy babies. You know. Okay. Why is hard for a woman to submit? Okay, why is it hard for a woman to submit? I don't think it is hard, but again, we'll get a guest for this one. Therapy via anonymous and get someone to address the statements somehow. All right, we are back to mental health. The good thing is I have one or two people who deal with this mental health type of thing. So we got ya. We got you. We got you. We got you. I don't know what I'm doing, but anyways, talk about the pressure after graduation. How pads are expensive and condoms aren't. Most definitely, we can do that. But if you have ideas on how the word can reach the industry or the responsible authorities, do not hesitate to come in my inbox. All right. The next one says, whatever idea you have, I will support, but just know I love you. I love your smiles. Oh my God, I don't know what to do. All right, so I got two compliments. So the first one was Wakanaka, which means you're beautiful. And now I've just discovered that I have smiles. I don't know I have smiles, guys. Like, I didn't know why it's now rare to find genuine love in the church. All right. Oh, okay. This one is not in English, but it does have, okay, it has this type of thing at the end. So I don't know if the person is saying they love me or what, but it's the next one says, no, wait, I'm lost. I can't see. All right. No, guys, we are not talking about my poem Gentleman's Touch. No. Other poems, yes, but Gentleman's Touch, no. But I'm glad and I'm happy that, okay, so most of my audiences or most of my readers or most of the readers, they love the poem Gentleman's Touch. Like, guys, oh my God. Oh, I honestly can't give you guys um the analysis of that poem, but as a writer, I feel honored knowing that you guys relate to the poem, because I mean, I understood my audience and the audience can relate to the writer's feelings. Oh my God. Oh, when you're doing the episodes, do this thing when you switch voices. It's lovely. I honestly didn't know that I do this thing where I switch my voice. Like, honestly, I think it's natural though, because it's not the first time I've heard about it. But I think it's just natural, it just happens. But when it happens, it would just happen. Anyway, guys, this was the last one. And thank you so much for sending in your NGLs. And some of you send them to my Oh, okay. Some of you sent to my inbox. Yeah, we'll do another episode for that one. Thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate it. And please do not hesitate to continue sending in anonymously or directly to my inbox, because we want to grow, together in a sunny weather. Like, I really appreciate it, guys. Please tune in for more episodes. And we also want to see new faces on Talk with Elle. So please make sure you reach out. My inbox is always free. It doesn't bite. Bye.